everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I'm going to be doing all signs love predictions going from Aries to Pisces. Check out the description box below for timestamps and feel free to look at as many placements as you want to, including cross-watching. I won't tell anyone. All right, we're going to start with Aries and love predictions for Aries. Excuse me while I write down the timestamps between each zodiac. Aries, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. I do truly appreciate you being here. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I want to get some energy for Aries love predictions, romantic love specifically, guys. For Aries, here we go. First card out, the Judgment card. What do we got after that? The Four of Wands. Some fourth house action happening here. So there could be a Cancer involved. The Five of Swords. And then the Seven of Pentacles. This could be a romantic connection, Aries, that you're evaluating maybe potentially in your head. Sometimes the Judgment card here can represent like somebody coming back from the past. But I know that I've talked to a lot of Aries in the community, and they're not really. That's funny. I just got a notification, and one of the people that sent me a notification, the hook or their tag is called Ghost. So it might be somebody from a past, the ghost from a past. I know I've talked to a lot of Aries in this community, and they're really trying to welcome in new energy. So, I mean, you can choose to watch your other placements, but this looks like it's either a reconciliation or you're asking yourself, what would I do if this person were to present themselves back in my reality? Let's see, who is this person that Aries is thinking about or is energetically drawing in? For Aries, please. Romantic love predictions. Who is this person? Privileged lady. So for me, when I get privileged lady, it doesn't mean that it's a male or a female, but this is somebody that in so many ways has their stuff together. Like they could have come from money, but not necessarily. They could be self-made. Their job is very important to them. Their messaging is very important to them, meaning like their values are very important. So this person is valued. This person has steadiness in their income. And then every time I see this, I always get reminded of The Sound of Music. There's this one song in there where they're outside in the yard and they're in the gazebo area and they're kissing, and I think the song is about kiss or something. It's two 16-year-olds. So that could be significant. It could be a teenage romance that you are kind of like going back and forth on. What if that person would present themselves in my reality? What would I do? And for some of you guys, you are looking to move house, but you haven't exactly made so there's two storylines for Aries. You haven't exactly made the move yet, or haven't made the call to move yet, or you're kind of like in the planning stages. You haven't moved yet, is what I'm getting. But the Judgment here is almost like a nudge from spirit and saying, hey, you should move. Hey, you should move. And then you finally take the nudge and you say, okay, I should move. But with both of them combined, it's like, I'm not exactly sure where, but I'm listening to you. And when you do move, that's when you shake up your energy, Aries, and you get to call in this privileged lady. Again, it doesn't have to be a woman. It just comes up as kind of like a feminine energy. I'm not saying that if you're somebody who wants a very masculine male, I'm not saying that they're going to show up effeminate. What is more likely the energy is that they are connected to their feminine side, or they have their sun sign or their Venus sign is a feminine sign, like, like I said Cancer earlier, didn't I? Because the fourth house was coming up here. It doesn't have to be a Cancer, but that's just an example. Aries is a masculine sign. Do you see? All right, so I want to find out what is going on with this Five of Swords for Aries love predictions. This one wants to come out. What is this? The Page of Wands. So the biggest thing for you, Aries, is to control or curtail your excitement. Because it's what's bit you in the ass before. But I want to know about this love energy. Where is this headed with this Five of Swords and this Page of Wands? The Nine of Pentacles. And even for some of you guys, connecting to people who were not available. They didn't have the emotional capacity to hold you the way that you are meant to be held, not physically. This is energetically. Like avoidant sort of behaviors, or they were in another relationship with somebody else. So the Nine of Pentacles is coming up with this Five of Swords because this seems like your biggest blockage. It's twofold. Becoming excited very soon once you connect with somebody with whom you can see something grow out of it with. That's number one. And then number two, like the unrequited sort of energy. Somebody who is inconsistent, tends to ghost, is not fully vulnerable, like how you might tend to be. So I want to get a little bit more energy about this person. Like, what is their current energy now? If these are your major blockages to realizing in your life right now, true love or a good, healthy romantic partnership, then what is this new person's energy? Hold on, I'm getting this card. Fell on the floor. Call. So some of you guys might be expecting a call from somebody, or the dominant way you communicate with this new person would be through the phone. But I want to know what the current energy is of this person, please, Spirit. Current energy of this person. Closed off. So there's a couple of things. I think because there's anxiety on this card. So for the Aries I'm talking to that is really trying to pull in somebody new, and it's also the Aries that's associated with this move over here, this pending move that you have. Your anxiety is truly kind of blocking this new person from coming in. And it's because you've already got a lot of stuff going on. So let's be honest, you might not have the bandwidth to allow somebody else in. Your energy might be purposefully focused on this move that you're supposed to be making. And for some of you guys, it's not an actual move. It's moving on from another person. And then for others of you guys, it's moving through an energy of a passion project. I keep getting that for Aries a lot, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, like working on planting seeds and getting them to manifest in your reality. So some of you guys are just not energetically ready right now, and that is purpose filled, and it is because you were supposed to be concentrating on another part of your life. The biggest thing that this energy is trying to get you to concentrate on is not multitasking your energy and not spreading yourself too thin. Because for a lot of you guys who are actually and truly ascending, the biggest thing that you need to be aware of is yourself before you can allow somebody else to come in, because this overgiving and this excitement is part of the energy you're trying to overcome. And then for others of you guys, the reason why this judgment came out is because you blocked them. So they're feeling blocked. They don't know if you're going to even, you may not actually blocked them, but you are not talking to them. But it says refuse to give in. So what is this person wanting? I'm going to pull some cards. What is this person wanting with Aries? What is this person wanting with Aries? A Two of Wands. Look at this fireside chat. A chat. The call came out earlier to plan something. Sometimes the Two of Wands is a planning card. Sometimes the Two of Wands is like a new relationship. How are we going to make this work? What are we going to do? A little bit of flirting, a little bit of dating, a little bit of Netflixing, a little bit of chilling. But that's what this person is wanting. So now I want to know, like, what actions is this person planning on taking towards Aries? What action? Oh, look at this. The Ace of Wands. A lot of Wands action. So, and then I'm getting Leo off of this card. I mean, for semi-obvious reasons. But yeah, so we got a lot of fire action here. Look at that. So there's passion between you and this person. But the Ace of Wands is to take action. But it is still, remember, and I talk about this all the time, aces are opportunities. They've made up their mind that they're going to take action. The question is, will they? Where is this? Let's get these cards again. Where is this? For those that are, this is somebody from your past for Aries. Where is this connection likely headed in this now energy? The Nine of Wands. A potential reconciliation for those of you guys who immediately resonated with somebody from your past that you're kind of daydreaming how you would have another conversation with this person. If that resonated with you, then the Nine of Wands to me says that somebody could definitely be coming back for you to try again. The biggest thing about the Wounded Warrior, and here's like a forewarning for you, is if this does happen again, the best thing for you, Aries, is to learn from the mistakes of the past. Remember, I talked about the two things that were blocking healthy relationships for you, right? The overgiving to, or the succumbing to excitement, right? And then, what was the second one? Oh, unrequited love. Make sure this person is available and ready to reciprocate, all right? For those of you guys who are leaning heavily in just the energy of new, Ten of Swords came out. Y'all saw that fly out, right? New energy for Aries. Let's see. The Ace of Wands. Oh, the cool thing is this Ten of Swords is saying, and it landed right on this sort of moving action that I was getting, that this has to happen first for a lot of you guys. The momentum to move, finally finding a place, putting a deposit on the place, scheduling the actual move, and then changing locations. Because it's something about your energy in your current location that needs to be shaken up in order for you to be ready, I guess, for this person, right? And then boom, it happens fast. You might not even be completely unpacked, but what Spirit needed for you was to move out of the place that you were in so that you can be ready. All right, Aries. Let me get you some advice and then we'll move to Taurus. Let's see some advice for Aries in this current energy, please. Advice for Aries. Oh, there it is. What is this? The Eight of Swords. All right. So the advice for you is honestly to evaluate what it is that you want. For those of you guys who were having like, I wonder if this person would come back. You were thinking about if this person would come back, how would I respond? That's fine if you're evaluating it, just so you can have some awareness, just so you can be prepared, but don't allow it to take over your whole day, your whole mind. If you find that you're thinking about it way too much, then that's where self-awareness is key. So if you find yourself thinking about it too much, then you can definitely stop yourself from doing that by healthy distraction. So breathing exercises, going for a walk, going to work out, taking a nap, Reiki distance, Reiki healing, journaling, so on and so forth. And even you can tell your mind, okay, that's enough. I have other things to concentrate on. Let's concentrate on the things that have priority right now. Because these thoughts don't have priority after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes. It becomes too much. And for those of you guys who are of the crew calling in new love, I I feel like your stress is pretty high about this move. So the higher your stress is, the harder it's going to be to connect with that right place, to feel confident that you're going in the right direction. So again, going back to other things. So take some breaths before you sit in front of your laptop, before you sit in front of your phone and you start looking at places to live or thinking about the move and the logistics of all of it. Just take some deep breaths. All of this is happening, especially if this is confirmation for you, Aries. If this is confirmation for you, lean in on heavy, healthy distractions right now. Getting out in nature, taking care of your body, eating as healthy of and as clean of a diet as you possibly can, getting as much rest as you can, and consuming healthy media. Maybe even trying to read a book again or something like that. All right, Aries? I hope that helped. If this is where we part, thank you so much. Consider liking and subscribing on your way out. If you want to stay, check out your other placements. I love you guys. Mwah. Let's move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Romantic love energy for Taurus spirit. Romantic love energy for Taurus. Love predictions. Let's see what's going on. The first card out is going to be the most telling, all right? For Taurus. Here we go. Judgment again. Okay, are you a cusper? Hi, cusper. Taurus, are you dealing with an Aries? I don't know. Let's see. Judgment again. You saw me shuffle. That's the biggest telling thing. Let's see here. The Ten of Swords. The Ace of Wands. As soon as I see this Ace of Wands, my mind went to, I'm moving on up to the east side. You might be moving towards the east or looking towards the east. You might be, you might be considering energetically going towards a different direction. Let's see here. 7 of Cups, but you have, 6 of Cups. Justice. I get the Justice card for you guys a lot. The 6 of Cups, I originally thought this was a 7 of Cups, and I was going to say, you're not exactly sure if that's the direction you want to go in. This looks like the 7 of Cups, but it's the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is, being giddy and about like past, an idea from the past, somebody from the past, nostalgic, if you will. This is the biggest thing that's kind of making me feel, I don't know, different. So I want to pull another card. Can you get me some clarification, please, Spirit, on the 6 of Cups for Taurus? The 7. See, 6 and 6. Which is the 12, which is the Hangman, new perspective. A new perspective. You might also be moving to just like Aries. The 6 of Swords. Moving out of something that you just know that's not serving you. And moving from the land of the dead to the land of the living. I always think of, I need to come up with a different phrase for this, but you know how they say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. I feel like that's your energy. Like, I do feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that's in between stages right now. We got the Judgment, and then we've got the Justice. I get the Justice for you guys a lot because I feel like you guys are navigating potential breakups or divorces, even legal battles. And then for some of you guys, I do get it's like money, maybe even trying to figure out like alimony, child support, 401k, investment, and property disbursement. Can I get this Judgment card that came out first, please, for Taurus? The 6, another 6. When I get 3 6s, and it's the 6 of Wands, by the way, which is like you're don't second guess yourself, because you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. And there are going to be people that are looking at you, making a lot of eyes are going to be on you, but you're still doing the right thing. So don't second guess yourself, whatever that is for you. Okay. Also, don't let a tarot reading take control over your life. You are the creator of your reality. According to the cards, Taurus, the thought process you have of leaving, potentially even going east. And the east is where the sun rises. So it could be towards a Leo, or it could be towards somebody that you've known for a long time, since you were a kid, since children are associated with Leo, and just a place where you feel like you can be yourself, since that's also associated with being Leo, where you can speak your opinion and not have to worry about being judged. That's also Leo energy as well. Or they don't care if they're judged. That's it. That's it right there. I don't know where you have Leo in your chart, or if it's even prominent or not, but who cares if you get judged? It doesn't matter what you do. Somebody's always going to have something to say, but you have to, again, we create our reality. Nobody's going to live this life for us. The 3 6s for me is a need for balance. And so what have you identified that's bringing you the imbalance, and what hurdles and even behaviors and stories might you have to change telling yourself in order for you to find the balance in your life? Let's see for the justice for Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, a major arcana on the major arcana. It's time. For those of you who I'm talking to, it's time. It's been time. Time is on your side. This is a fate card. This was all meant to happen. It was your time with this person was meant to be for a season, not for the lifetime. I want to get, who is this person that, listen, once you make peace with the leaving, that's what the Ten of Swords is. I'm done. You've betrayed me too much. I've betrayed myself too much. This ain't healthy. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not dead, but I am wounded. That's the Ten of Swords. Never going back. Once you make peace with this, like you as a person skyrocket. Ace of Wands. It's like it unlocks something within you that's like, I didn't realize how much I was holding myself back, how much the situation was holding me back. Who is this person that Taurus is dealing with right now? Who is this person that Taurus is dealing with right now? Message. Hold on. Let's see here. There's something about somebody's car is coming up as a message. I feel like something about somebody's car could be a side note, but I feel like whoever this is, you haven't sent your draft yet. You've drafted a message to send to somebody and you haven't sent it yet. You've been tempted by so many different forms of communication. Let me get another Kipper card on this. Courtship. What's the energy of this person that Taurus is thinking about in this message, please, Spirit? What's the energy of that person? Air sign. Messages. I mean, they could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. They could be, but communication. I want to talk to you. And look, y'all aren't talking. See? They're not looking at each other. You want to talk to somebody. How does Taurus feel about this person that they want to talk to? How does Taurus feel about this person that they want to talk to? Look at this. The Six of Cups again, twice. This is somebody from your past. Six of Cups twice. Again with the sixes, the two sixes back to back again. Is the 12 is the is a Hangman card. Like, I feel like with this Judgment card coming out and all this Hangman references, like you've honestly, I feel like Spirit forced your hand to look at something differently. It might have been put in front of your face so many times. And then look, all of this food on here. You know, they make fun of Taurus all the time, saying that you guys are the biggest snackers of the zodiac. But there's something about, let me take you out to dinner. Somebody from your past, somebody that you've got like real good, you feel good vibes for. How does this person feel about Taurus, please, Spirit? How does this person feel about Taurus? 3 of Cups. Taurus, I've got this energy for you before. If there is somebody that you have been thinking about crushing on or whatever, there, and you can't let that go, you keep wanting to reach out and then you don't. You keep wanting to reach out and then you don't. There's a potential for you too in the very near, for you to do that in the very near future. Where could this connection go for Taurus? Where could this connection be headed for Taurus, please, Spirit? The Moon card. Listen, you got to let go of your fears and your anxiety. The path is not always going to be clear. It's hard. I feel like it's hard for a Taurus to step into change. I get that. But the path is not always going to be clear. But sometimes you got to put yourself out there on a line, and you never really know what's going to happen. This is a Pisces reference as well. So this person could have heavy Pisces in their chart. So for those of you who this is for, if you've been thinking about reaching out to a person, as long as, you know, it's a healthy sort of situation, if you've just cannot let them go in your mind, then maybe sending that email or making that call might not be such a bad thing. And it's twofold. So let's say you call them and it just ends up going to voicemail or something, or they're like, hey, I can't talk right now, or they're just not what you expected. At least you know. Sometimes a non-response is a response. They don't have the bandwidth for you, the emotional availability. They're not there. But the second part of that is you get it off of your chest. You're able to overcome something. Like you did something hard that day, and there's no regrets. But it's up to you, Taurus. It is completely up to you. There's somebody that you like, that you have been on the fence about reaching out to, and they would and you want to actually take them out to dinner, and they would gladly reconcile with you, 3 of Cups, and break bread with you. It doesn't mean it has to go anywhere. You just left a pretty hard situation. Maybe you just need somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to you. All right, let's go to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Let's see. Love predictions for Gemini's greatest and highest good. Love predictions for Gemini's greatest and highest good. We're talking about romantic love, please, Spirit. Romantic love. All right, Gemini, here we go. Top card, the Knight of Cups. It's not even just about a crush. It's more like starting to develop something that feels like feelings for somebody. Things are kind of moving along. The Sun card could be with a Leo. The 8 of Swords. The 6 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Your biggest thing right now in this connection is you're waiting for the ball to drop. Being in something that seems like it's gonna be good might be resonating with you as it's a little too good, something suspicious. This is a little too easy. I don't know about that. When is the ball going to drop? When are you going to, I feel like you're looking at the person like, when are you going to take down your mask like everybody else did? When are you going to deceive me just like everybody else did? When am I going to say something that's wrong, just like I've done every other time in a relationship? This connection with this Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck is really throwing you for a loop. right now? Who is this person that Leo is connecting with right in this romantic energy, please? Who is this person? Marriage. So it might not necessarily be that you're waiting for the ball to drop. For some of you guys, this other person is attached or you're attached and you're just waiting to be found out. Or there's a lot of hiding, having to hide behind the scenes. Or you could be married to this person and there's some wounds that you haven't healed. And what happens when let's say that you are married to this person and things are going just fine. If you've got a background that's filled with, maybe your parents weren't married, or instability in your household, or you had like a previous divorce, or things went wrong with love and that's all you saw. When you get into a healthy relationship, sometimes it's hard for people to understand that healthy doesn't mean chaos. And for those of us who have been brought up in a chaotic sort of love environment, that it doesn't give as much of a dopamine drip if there isn't some sort of turmoil between you and this person. It gets kind of boring, especially as a Gemini likes excitement and likes a lot of communication. And you could be dealing with a person that just wants to read a book by the fire or have more quiet time than talky time. So all of those situations could resonate with different Geminis, but I want to see what is the current energy of this person that you could be or are currently connecting with for Gemini. New boo. Happy place. Seeing someone new. New love blossoming. I said that at the very beginning, didn't I? I said it's beyond like the flirty. Things are kind of going in a place. So listen to the words that I've used thus far. It might not be you're married to somebody. It might be that it's something new. It could be you could be married to this person and it's something new because it's healthy, and healthy for you is not as exciting as you thought it would be, because there's not all of the arguing and all the rigmarole. It's steady. So take things as they resonate. I want to know how Gemini feels about this person. How does Gemini feel about this person if they're being completely honest with themselves and me? Look at this. This is, I feel like I don't know if you're fighting yourself, Gemini, or if you want this person to kind of pick a fight with you. The Five of Wands. Kind of like, I feel like I'm talking to a Gemini that might be teetering on a bit of boredom with this person. How does this person feel about Gemini, please? For everyone's greatest and highest good, how does Gemini's person feel about Gemini? It's new. Look at this. The Fool card. They're also having a interesting time with their vulnerability. Like, they don't yet feel completely like they can be truly vulnerable with you. And that could be where this Five of Wands is coming. It's triggering you. But they are acknowledging that everything is kind of new. It's progressing. That's awesome that we got this confirmation, and it's what I said at the very beginning. Where is this connection going for Gemini? Where is this connection heading for Gemini, please, Spirit? Well, it's the Six of Swords. Hold on, one more card on the Six of Swords. The Six of Cups. 2 sixes. Okay, so the biggest thing is communication for you guys, okay? So the best way to this person, in order to discover more about them, flowers are significant, specifically white flowers and pink flowers. Could be like even cherry blossoms or pink roses, white roses. chrysanthemums. It's something like that is going to be confirmation for you guys. But the best way to this person is like they like to laugh. And don't talk their head off, Gemini. They need space. So if you're having a conversation with this person and things are laughing and then the laughter kind of dies down and there's like a lull, like don't feel compelled to keep talking. Like let it die down. And it's when things kind of get a little bit, it's because they're already opened by them laughing. But it's when things kind of get a little bit quiet, they feel more and more comfortable opening up to you and wanting is I feel like this person wants a little bit of safe space. They're not as fast in this connection as you are. Where could this connection be going? Where could this connection be going for Gemini and their person? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, take it slow. Ten of Pentacles, where this connection could be going. You just have to learn each other's isms. You just have to learn each other's isms. And it's about, communication. Communication, but then it's not just over talking over the other person, learning how to actively listen and all that other stuff. So take it slow. They're going to open up to you eventually, Gemini. They just need the space to do so. All right, let me get my dog. Hold on a second. All right, Cancer. You're up to the plate, Cancer. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune just came out. Some divine timing and fate and destiny happening around your love life. Let's dig a little bit more, Cancer. All right. Oh, what is this? The Page of Wands. It might be time for you to do something. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands. Let's see. All right. For Cancer's greatest and highest good, we're pulling on romantic love energy for Cancer. Can you tell me about romantic love energy for Cancer, please, Spirit? The Eight of Swords. You're all up in your head about action. What to do. All up in your head about what to do. The Justice at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra. And then I see Libra moon because the moon in the back here. Or just, this person has Libra somewhere heavy in their chart. At the bottom of the deck, the Star card. Two major arcana, an ace, and the Eight of Swords is telling me that whatever it is, and then also with the Wheel of Fortune that came out earlier, and the Page of Wands, whatever it is that is blocking a certain love connection is waiting on you to overcome a barrier. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You've got to go through it. Cancer. Give me some more information, please, Spirit, on this Justice card for Cancer's romantic love life, please. Justice card. The Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something in the background. What are you working on? The King of Cups. An offer? A love offer? So why did this Justice card come out then? Because you're only just now seeing which way to go. So if you look at this, you were weighing your options. You see this? You were weighing your options. And what was standing in the middle of them being balanced is your truth, the Ace of Swords. The Sun card is saying that the path is now illuminated for you. It's enough planning. Eight of Pentacles. It's enough planning. The path has now been illuminated to you. The King of Cups offers an offer of love from you, Cancer. From you towards somebody, Cancer. Could be somebody with Libra in their chart, somebody with water in their chart. Tell me about this Star card at the bottom of the deck for Cancer, please. The Star card for Cancer. The Queen of Wands. It could be with a fire sign. You're trying to heal something with somebody that has heavy fire in their chart, Libra in their chart, fire, Libra, or water in their chart. So, excuse me, you're trying to heal something with somebody who is like gorgeous. Definitely your type. Strong-willed. This Queen of Wands. Single. The Queen of Wands don't play, homie. Homie don't play that. The Queen of Wands don't play. Let's see. Who is this person that Cancer is wanting to heal a connection with after some time of being all caught up in your head, right? Who's this person? Change. Now that it has begun, we cannot turn back. We can only turn into one. And I will never be too far away to feel you. And I won't hesitate at all whenever you call. Mariah Carey just came to my head. Mariah Carey. Change. Oh, look at that. A move. You're the third sign. There's a move. I used to have one of these little cars when I was a kid. I used to love cars. So maybe you love cars, Cancer. I used to love classic cars. And I had a couple of these like itty bitty little things. I don't know. Anyways, I don't digress because that was for somebody. But they're moving. They're packing up this little car. Somebody might have to pack up, or your person is packing up. In 2025, because it says 9 on here, in 2025, I think this person started moving on from you. How do they feel about the Cancer? The Two of... Oh, look at this, like High Priestess stuff here. The Two of Pentacles. Cancer, were you putting this person in a third party situation? The Two of Pentacles, that's somebody who, I said, how do they feel about you? That's somebody who multitasks, who has way too many plates up in the air. High Priestess is telling me that this person knows a lot more about you than I think that you know about them. Might be uncanny. How much they can pull on your energy, and you're just like, how do they do it? How do they see right through me? Speaking of seeing right through you, Cancer, how does Cancer feel about this person now, please, Spirit? How does Cancer feel about this person? The 10 of Cups. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. You love this person. You've got so many far-fetching plans. Far-fetching plans? It might be fantasy world for you. You might be on Fantasy Island when you think about this person. You got the Star card, which is the happiest card in the deck. Excuse me. You got the Star card. I said that. So you must hold this person in high regard. You got the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. And you got this 10 of Cups here, which is like having like ultimate sustainable happiness with a person that you could build a family with. It's a mutual energy between Cancer and their person, please, Spirit. Emotions. That's your card, Cancer. In and out energy. How the waves come in and out. Remember I said the Two of Pentacles. This could have been a lot of start and stop. And literally says in and out, clashing. You guys are clashing right now like waves, it says. So what's the biggest thing that is blocking this connection from reaching the 10 of Cups? And seeking change. What is the biggest thing that's blocking this connection between Cancer and their person? Somebody making an offer. Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of potential for action in your energy, Cancer. Potential to take action. Potential to offer up somebody your time. Pentacles, time, your money, your essence, if you will. But this is all potential. This all means nothing unless somebody acts on it. What does this person want out of this connection with Cancer? The Hangman. For you to see things differently. For the whole thing to be different. Where is this connection heading for Cancer? There's somebody that wants you, Cancer. No. Hold on. Not exactly wants you. You want them, right? Their want is for things to change. There could be an ask for a move in here. Or like I said, they've moved on. Let me get a little bit more clarification on what this person wants for Cancer before I move forward. Do my due diligence. What does this person actually want from this connection with Cancer, please? What do they want? The Two of Swords. It keeps coming up. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. 2 + 2 = 4, stability. Put down all of the extra plates and make a decision. You can have your cake and eat it too, Cancer, but that means that you're not going to get 10 of Cups with this person. You're going to have to find somebody else to have cake and eat it too with. Because this person comes up super strong. Not to be played with. Outcome of this connection for Cancer. The outcome of this connection for Cancer, please, Spirit. The Four of Pentacles. If you stay in this current energy, the Four of Pentacles is like keeping yourself from somebody else, not sharing of your resources with somebody else, blocking, stay blocked or whatever. If this energy stays the way it does, then the Queen of Wands continues to block Cancer. I mean, if this needs to be reversed, then reverse it. I'm still reading the energy, right? At the bottom of the deck, Temperance. It's savable. Cancer. It's savable. And it can be locked in. And with this person, this Four of Pentacles, like, you don't have to worry about this, but like, this is the person you don't have to worry about. They're very much self-aware. So you don't have to worry about them going and talking to other people about your situation and going and getting in bed with other people. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Them like cheating or anything. You don't have to worry about none of that with the Four of Pentacles here. It's savable. I'm going to get some advice. Let me use a different deck to get you some advice. Advice for Cancer. I've been reading on this energy for you guys for a while, Cancer. So there's something to be said for how the energy keeps pulling for you guys. But again, you take it as it resonates. And everybody has their own goals in life, own aspirations, own experiences. So, I mean, we create our own reality. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Advice for Cancer, please, Spirit. The Five of Wands. The only person you're fighting right now is yourself. When the Five of Wands comes up, it's a lack of teamwork. So what do you want? You have to answer that question for yourself. What do you want? So what do you want? And then you go from there. What do you want? And then you go from there. Listen, if you're able to have a conversation with this person and you've grown as a person, you've healed, you've become more self-aware, you've put down that extra plate that you were whatever it is. It could be work, it could be a person, it could be something. You've balanced your energy, and this person is willing to have a conversation with you, and you're willing to put in the effort that's needed for that 10 of Cups. and they're also willing to reciprocate, then the Temperance card came out. This can be tempered. This can be healed. This can be balanced. It's waiting. 49:49 on the clock. It's just waiting on you. The 12. It's waiting on you to have a different perspective, but you're going to have to be the one to look at things differently. What do you want? All right, let's see. Let's go to Leo. All right, Leo. Thank you for joining me. We're pulling on your romantic love energy, Leo. Romantic love energy for Leo, please, Spirit. I want to see what your romantic love life is either looking like or projected to look like, Leo. All right, here we go. Love, romantic love for Leo, please, Spirit. Romantic love. The Knight of Cups. You want to do more with this person. Or you want more from this person. Or there's a person that wants more from you. Let's see here. The Hangman. The Lovers. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords. There's somebody in this connection that has become emotionally detached. The Hangman, the Lovers, somebody's trying to make a choice, and they're stuck in that still planning stages of making the choice. It feels like somebody is making like a pros and cons list. We got 2 queens here. We got somebody showing up in like Cancer energy, and then somebody showing up in Libra, Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy on the table as well too. So essentially what I'm seeing is 2 people in their feminine energy who are trying to figure out what they want. Neither of them giving to the connection, Leo, but both of them expecting to receive something. It's like a stalemate from the other person. It's like a stalemate. Which energy, let's see this. What is the current energy of Leo's person? What's the divine feminine options? Divine feminine and options. Well, if that's the case, then your person is showing up as the Queen of Swords. And what this is telling... Oh, no, that might be you juggling connections. This is an interesting dynamic. Somebody feels... Now I'm going to have to just use... Because this is a general reading. So somebody in this connection feels like the other person is not fully invested in them. Somebody could be talking to an ex. Somebody could be inconsistent with how they give or invest in this connection. What is Leo's current energy? What is Leo's current energy, please, Spirit? Leo's current energy. Fired up. I'm going to get 2 cards on Leo since closed off. I feel like somebody's blocked. Either somebody's blocked or they're refusing to change their behaviors. Again, remember I said I got 2 queens on I mean, it could be, a same sex, but I don't obviously that's not going to be for everybody. But essentially it's like 2 people are in this energy of, no, I'm going to sit here until you give me what I want. Both people are saying that. And there's a unwillingness to compromise. That's what I'm getting. Can I get some more energy? How does Leo's person feel about the Leo? How does Leo's person truly feel about the Leo? This is the same thing. I want more from you. I want you. I want you to give me more. I don't want you to just say, I love you. I want you to show up in the energy of love. It's the same thing. The Knight of Cups. More Pisces. There's Pisces references here too. No. You're gonna either you're gonna love me or again, their options. Somebody's keeping their options open. Either you're gonna love me or somebody else will, right? Unwilling to compromise. How does Leo really feel about their person if they're being completely honest with me and themselves? How does Leo really feel about their person? The King of Cups. Now we got the King and the Queen of Cups on the table. So Leo, you feel like I don't know which way is up. I don't even know how to give to this person. I love them. I really do. But I don't know how to connect the dots. So let's ask the question, what's the biggest thing that's blocking Leo from the Tower? Came out with what? The Queen of Wands. Another person. See, somebody's keeping their options open in this. The Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands. This Tower is going to shift some shit up between you and your person. And I can't tell which energy I'm pulling on. So you're going to have to take it as it resonates in your particular situation, especially if there's been a lot of synchronicity and confirmations. It's going to get to a point where somebody's going to have to let go of their options, their other option. This Queen of Wands looks good, potentially younger, and they're not really ready for marriage anyways. But this other person is, FYI. It may not present that way sometimes to you, Leo, but they are. Tell me about this Two of Wands. Somebody's going to be left having to make a big decision on which way they want to go. Tell me about both directions. Let's say that whoever it is that has their option, that is keeping their options open or talking to an ex or still with somebody else. If they stay with that it's this Queen of Wands. If they stay with that person, how is that relationship going to, where is that relationship headed? The King of Pentacles. That's older energy. So there's a age gap here for those who this is resonating for. How does that play? Tell me about how that plays a part. How does he play a part here? The Devil. Okay. Leo, whoever it is, if they decide to hang on to this other person, then things could escalate to a connection, but it's not a healthy connection. There's a disconnect in values. There could be like an age difference. And for some of you guys, it's like, who cares about age? But I feel like that still plays a part when we're talking about like maturity and objectives and goals in life. This Devil card here is really highlighting that disconnect. They're just not the same. They're together, they're just not the same. And then what happens if somebody ends up using their other wand to go into a different direction? Where does this connection go for Leo? The Ace of Pentacles. The grass might be greener on the other side. Whoever it is that needs to leave somebody, the grass might be greener on the other side. It's a question of, am I really being honest with the story I'm telling myself? This whole thing could be about a third party situation. Am I really being honest with myself about the person I'm with right now? Do our objectives, our goals, and personalities really align? Are we on the same wavelength? Are we energetically, honestly the same? If the answer is yes, then stay. If the answer is no, and you're being completely honest with yourself, then maybe that other person that was presenting themselves on the table is a better option. But you should never leave anybody for somebody else. My own experience has showed me that. Also, too, when you start a relationship while you're in another relationship, that's a lot of karma and a lot of baggage. So there could be an ask or a call from spirit for you to take some time between relationships so you can process what has happened. In the interim, though, this other person, Leo, they are leaving their options open because they're unwilling to compromise. Either you give me the love, and I said it already, that I know that I deserve, or I'll go find it somewhere else. So you take that information for what it is, all right, Leo? I hope that helped, though. Let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. We're doing romantic love for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. Take it as it resonates. Take it as and if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Consider looking at your other placements if need be, Virgo. All right. Romantic love predictions for Virgo, please, Spirit. Romantic love predictions for Virgo. What do we have for Virgo's greatest and highest good? The Page of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Eight of Swords. This wanted to fall out on the Eight of Swords. The Magician. The Two of Wands. The Judgment. Wow. And then I'm hearing, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. He's got one eye. I only have eyes for you. And then I look down, there's a whole bunch of eyes on this Four of Wands. Don't be doing no candle magic. I don't know if this is for Virgo or for the cross watcher. Stay away from the candle magic. Look at this Four of Wands. Stay away from the candle magic. Just stay away from it for right now. There's certain things that you can't undo with that sort of chaotic magic. If this connection is meant to be between you and this Virgo, all of this is coming to me for a reason. It will happen. You just have to learn how to cleanse your own body and your own space with your own energy versus pulling in different energies. Yeah, so that's for somebody. It's interesting how this kind of stuff comes up when I pull on Virgo's energy. What I am seeing, Virgo, between you and another person is a lot of thoughts. And it's become chaotic. Yeah. With that, when I was talking about chaotic magic, it's become yearning filled, and it's become, let me pull some more on this. Right now, it just feels like with this Eight of Swords and the Magician coming out, like somebody can't stop thinking about you. Who is this person that can't stop thinking about the Virgo? Who is this person that can't stop thinking about the Virgo, please, Spirit? The Lovers. This says the Lovers, but it has a 15 on it, which is the Devil card. So I wish I would have said addiction. And I didn't, but I promise you it was there. It was on the tip of my tongue. I just didn't say it. Dag nabbit. Anyways, it's there. I don't need to prove myself. It's in the cards. It is literally in the cards. These lovers are in each other's embrace. And so there's that sexual energy that I was getting, but I had no proof of it on the table. Virgo. I want to know how Virgo feels. So it's somebody that you've been intimate with, Virgo. If you're like, who are you talking about? It's somebody that you've been intimate with. And then it became almost obsessive. How does Virgo feel? Actually, no. How does how does this person feel about Virgo? Like actual feelings, not compulsiveness, but actual feelings. How does this person actually feel about the Virgo? Please, Spirit. The Three of Wands. We got the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands here. 2 and 3. I get like this person. So this person could be at a distance from you, like some sort of long distance connection. But I do get like this person like saying, I'll meet you halfway. If it's easier for you, I'll meet you halfway. Maybe we can get like a hotel room, or maybe camping could be significant. But I do get this long distance and I'll meet you halfway energy with this person. For this person, even just a little bit of attention is enough of a dopamine rush for them to keep going, because this is like a tent, so it's like temporary, right? It's not a permanent structure like the Four of Wands might be. The Four of Wands is here, but I got candle magic off of that specifically. I didn't get like a marriage between you and this person. But off of this Three of Wands, I'm saying like, I am getting like Tom and Jerry. It's a thrill. They feel thrilled to be near you. Again, with the dopamine hit. How does Virgo feel about this person, please, Spirit? How does Virgo feel about this person? The Three of Swords. Uh-oh. That could be where this judgment is coming from. Why the Three of Swords for Virgo, please? The threes? You see these threes here? This is a pretty significant connection for you, Virgo, with the threes here. Because it's you and this person in spirit. So, I mean, no matter what, you couldn't avoid this. This was meant to happen. Tell me why the Three of Swords for Virgo's feelings, please. Oh. So this is like an impulsive card. This is like a really quick card. This is... somebody said something that did not sit well with you. And they could have just said it. Projection. They could have been projecting. They could have said it from a place of unease. They could have said it from a place of anger. It doesn't matter for you. It doesn't matter. Somebody said something, and it just really just kept you from exposing yourself to them. See how she's keeping her cards close hold? What happened between Virgo and this person, please, Spirit? What happened between Virgo and this person during their last encounter? The Star card. Somebody tried to heal the connection. Somebody tried to come in and say, you know, I'm sorry, or apologize, or somebody tried to do that. And then it went where? The Nine of Cups. Somebody saying, I refuse to believe that. See how his hands are crossed? Generally, the hands of the Nine of Cups is somebody who is like happy to be in this wish fulfilled energy. My nose is itching, Virgo. In this wish fulfilled energy. So he kind of sits there like this. The guy on the Rider-Waite tarot deck kind of sits there like this. Like, I got my wish fulfillment. But in this particular depiction, the person's like, I don't think this is my wish fulfillment anymore. I don't think I want this anymore. I think I've changed my mind. So you've got somebody who's obsessing over you. And at this point, it's got to a point where it's just like, I'll even just take a little. I'll just take an acknowledgement. I'll just take a little bit of your time. What's the mutual energy between Virgo and this person? What's the mutual energy between Virgo and this person, please, Spirit? Children, responsibilities, immaturity. Immaturity. Generally, when you guys come together, the whole world, you get to shut the whole world out. You see all the fireworks in the background, but with the window is closed. And they get to just be in each other's energy. Somebody wants to get back to that. Probably both of you guys. Let me get your energy towards this person. Virgo. Your energy towards this person. Your energy towards this person. Risk. Yeah, I feel like even though this person is obsessing over just another chance, just another opportunity for you, it's like, I don't know if that's the right decision because A, B, and C happened. A, B, and C could have been a pattern of behavior. It could be a triggering thing. You could have been the one that said something and you can't take back what you said, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, but they still think about you. Oh yeah, you better believe they do. You better believe they do. They just want a little bit of your time, a recognition, some sort of gesture from you. Even if, you're leaving this person on red, they just want 11, 11, 11. 11:11 on the clock. Even if you've left this person on red, they want to at least hear back from you. Like, even if you just said no. Even if you just said, leave me alone. I can't right now. I don't want to talk right now. Even just that little bit it would be enough of a dopamine hit for this person. Advice for Virgo in this connection, please, Spirit. The Queen of Pentacles. You're going to know when the time is right, the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to know when the time is right to invest. But right now, the Queen of Pentacles, it's the feminine energy. She invests in herself. So keep investing in yourself. You probably have some big thing going on that is really non-related to this, that is really feeding your soul, like a potential new job or just some excitement happening at work. Now is like the busy season, the peak season, depending on the Virgo I'm talking to. So stay in that rhythm. You'll know when and if, Queen of Pentacles, it's going to work out for you when you're energetically available to go back if you decide to. All right, Virgo. Hope that was confirming for you for a lot of that. Let's do Libra. All right, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me, Libra. We're pulling on your romantic love energy. Take what and if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Consider looking at your other placements if you haven't already. Let's take a look at romantic love energy for Libra. Romantic love energy for Libra, please, for everybody's greatest and highest good. There we go. The 9 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The 3 of Swords. The 7 of Swords. The Ace of Swords. I feel like there could be a fire sign or somebody with heavy fire in their chart. So it could be like, I wouldn't even say moon. I would say sun, rising, or Venus. Coming back to speak to you about what happened. Coming back to speak to you about what happened. This 8 of Swords. Or maybe you want to give somebody a piece of your mind. Who is this person for Libra? Who is this person, Spirit? Give me some more on who this person is. They're coming in as the Knight of Wands. Who is this person coming in as the Knight of Wands for Libra, please? Unexpected income. A Taurus. We're talking about second house stuff here. The number 9 could be significant. The number 27 can be significant here. Look at this, unexpected income. and unexpected incoming, or hey, Libra, if you want to claim the unexpected income, put it down in the chat below. I'm a Taurus. I mean, I said Taurus, so it could be a Taurus. But I'm a Libra, and aside from the love message, I'll take the unexpected income. I'll claim it. Hold on. Let me get some more. Who is this person? Who is this person that is coming in towards Libra? The Eight of Wands. Somebody wants to talk to you unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. Then somebody bends. It's the Beauty and the Beast. Mrs. Potts sings it. It's something about unexpectedly. Somebody's first a little change. Neither one's. It's two people that are somewhat stuck in there. It might manifest as like stubborn energy, but there could be a reason for you presenting this way, Libra. And again, for them too. But it's like two people who are just like, nope, this is the way it is. And somebody bends unexpectedly. And it's this person outside of your energy. Expect somebody to show up unexpectedly from the past. I want to pull on some, and it could be via some sort of phone call or something, some sort of white flag. Like, I don't know if this person is coming to the table to say sorry, but they want to talk to you about it. How do they feel about, oh, no. Let's see what their current energy is. For the Libra, this person that's coming towards Libra, what is that person's current energy, please? What is their current energy, please? Revenge. Oh, shit. And then it says, like, enjoying the show. Let's see here. Who is this person, please? Tell me more about who this person is coming towards Libra. The King of Pentacles. Is that Sagittarius? Leo, Virgo. Leo, Virgo. Why the revenge card, please, Spirit? Why this revenge card? The Moon card. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety and they haven't actually figured themselves out. And they could spontaneously come towards you. Not being totally, this person's not totally healed. This person's not totally self-aware. I know you're going to say in the comments down below, well, I got them blocked. Good. I think. Let's see how you feel about this person. How does Libra feel about this person, please? If they're being completely honest with themselves and me, how does Libra feel about this person? The Ten of Cups. Well, isn't that some crazy energetic dichotomy? I don't want them. Yes, you do. I don't know if they're ready, though. This person comes with a lot of this person comes with baggage. I don't think that they're going to, with this King of Cups here, I don't think that they're going to seem emotionally unstable. If anything, they're going to seem pretty chill, pretty ready to give. But they've got some baggage that they've not healed. I need to get a little bit more on this Moon card that came out with this revenge from this for this person. For Libra's person, can you give me more on this Moon card, please? The Ace of Cups. There is a chance for you to, I don't know, before I call that, I want to see what action this person is planning to take. What action? I mean, that is an action card with the Ace of Wands, but like how? How are they planning to come towards the Libra? The Ace of Wands. It's just more and more like this person wants to come towards you. Somebody's coming in. What is going to be the energy between Libra and this person once they present themselves to Libra? What is, oh, sneaky. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. We got, I said enjoying the show. Somebody could have been watching you this entire time from social media. Plotting. It says social media on here. Fake profile, hiding themselves. What is the mutual energy? I don't know. Use your discernment, guys. Don't look at this through rose-colored glasses. Honestly, you know, start asking. If this person comes through, start asking hard-hitting questions. Even if the energy's got to get a little bit uncomfortable, because they're like a mixed bag of positive and not in shadow, especially with the moon. Mutual energy between Libra and this person once they present themselves. Confused. More moon card energy. Pisces, Cancer. Running away. Tell me again. Searching. I honestly feel like you've got somebody coming through, and then it just really depends on how they present themselves to you, on which way you go. I feel like this is how your notion is more like, I will always love you. But you might end up having to, let me get some more on what you want from this connection. What does Libra want from this person in this connection, please, Spirit? The High Priestess. You're still figuring that out. You're trying to listen to your intention. You could be the reason why you guys are not talking. Why this person feels like they have to sneak around to communicate with you or have some sort of access to you. Keep following that intuition. There was a reason why Spirit potentially had you disconnect from this person. When this person comes back around, do not be afraid to ask them questions. Do not be afraid to sit in observation mode for a while, looking at their patterns and whatnot. Just because we love somebody or have love for somebody doesn't mean that that connection is healthy for us. Just because we love somebody or still in love with somebody doesn't mean that they were meant to stay in our life forever. If at one point in time you decided, okay, I need to walk away from this, I needed to disconnect from that, there was a reason for that. Always remember what that reason was. And if this person does present themselves again, look specifically at that reason. Have they changed those patterns of behavior? And if so, yes, cool. And if not, then, well, you weren't wrong to begin with. It's just double confirmation. You did the right thing. All right, Libra? Hold on. I gotta let my dog out. Okay, Scorpio, you're up. Romantic love predictions for Scorpio placement. Scorpio, take it if and as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Let's see. For your greatest and highest good. For everybody's greatest and highest good. Let's pull on romantic love predictions for Scorpio. Here we go. Ooh, the Leo Strength card. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Wands, Scorpio. The Four of Swords. The Hermit card. That's enough. You've done enough. You are ready for, it is now time for you to be presented to the dating community, to a new lover, a new option in love, it's now time. It is now time for people to see you. People are seeing you, Scorpio. You could be receiving like more looks, more communication, more flirting, more DMs. People are seeing you. You've outgrown your old skin. You're growing into some new skin. You are the hot commodity. You're the cute chick or the cute guy now. There's something about you've taken some time to find peace within. You've changed, and you've changed for the better. And it's not that you've changed really who you are. You've just been focusing on your authenticity. So let's pull from the Kipper deck and see who's coming towards Scorpio now with this new energy. It is now time for you to shine. You are shining and people are being magnetized towards you, Scorpio. So who is this person coming towards Scorpio for their greatest and highest good? Romantic love. Expectation. Oh, you're expecting. Are you expecting? Hold on. Tell me more about this expectation. What are you expecting? For Scorpio. Judgment. You're expecting somebody else. You know who this might be. You're just like, pause, let me go work on myself, and game on. Honestly, like, you're expecting a lot of people to come from your past and come towards you, or multiple people, because you've done the work. And you listen, Scorpio's highly connected to the divine, and there's a lot of psychic power that surrounds you, Scorpio. And so this isn't, what I'm telling you is not new. You already know that people are going to be coming out of the woodwork towards you now, that it is your season to be out there to mingle. But I want to know very specifically who is the next person that is going to be coming towards Scorpio in this magnetic season. Who is the next person coming towards Scorpio? Imprisonment. Somebody that you once had blocked. It's the same story. Somebody that you hid yourself from or paused. Tell me more about who this person is. Scorpio, it's like you're, I don't know, the Queen of Pentacles, taking care of yourself right now. You're taking care of yourself right now. Okay, you're investing in yourself. Meanwhile, you're investing in yourself. Meanwhile, somebody has this expectation that you're going, look, this person is looking out the window and you're not looking at them, waiting on you to communicate with them. And then I just heard, I'll show you. And it's not like you're being a dick about it. You're not being an asshole about it. But it's just like, you know what? Cool. I know what I need to do now. And then there's like this montage of you like going to the gym and working out, or going and buying, like changing your aesthetic and your wardrobe, changing your mindset, going to therapy. I'm seeing somebody do pottery. That could be a specific thing for somebody. Like, what means is like, what are the things I like to do? What are my hobbies? I'm seeing somebody walking by like a lake or something like that. I'm seeing specifically like water in Washington, D.C. Could be very, very specific for somebody. What do I like to do? I like to take long walks. I like to craft. I like to be creative. I have this one specific thing that really brings me joy, and this is the way that I now like to dress, and this is how I like to wear my hair. Meanwhile, somebody's like, when is Scorpio coming back? Am I wrong? Tell me more about this person for Scorpio. Who is this person? Somebody who feels like you're never going to come back. 9 of Cups. Somebody who feels like you're never going to come back. You might not. Where is it that you're wanting to take your love life, Scorpio? Because this is all about you. You're a main person. You're a main character energy all day long. High value main character energy all day long in this. Where is it that you're wanting to take your love life, please, Scorpio? The 5 of Pentacles. The 6 of Cups, the Lovers, the King of Wands. Energetically, you might have had a choice between 2 people from your past. And it's taken you a long time, but you finally done it. You finally closed the door on having any sort of reunion with one particular person, but you do have hope for another person. You're not being very clear with me there, Scorpio. So tell me about this King of Wands. We'll pull this. What's the current energy? What's the current energetic energy? What's the current energy of this King of Wands that Scorpio kind of is evidence? Temptation. Please don't tell me that you've made peace with this other person, this person over here. Wow. And the biggest thing that is a pull for you with this King of Wands is that they are a mystery. They're a Pandora's box that you almost want to solve. I think you figured out this other person, so therefore it's not fun anymore. But the second person, this is somebody's reading. If you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and this ain't making sense to you, let me tell you something. I know from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head that this is somebody's reading. Hold on. So, let's see. How does this person feel about Scorpio? How does this person currently feel about Scorpio, please, Spirit? How does this person currently feel about Scorpio? The Eight of Cups. Whatever happened between you and this other person, Scorpio, they've already decided to walk away. It's not that they don't feel you, and it could be because you think about them. There's a sexual energy between you and them, but they've already decided to kind of just like walk away. So your best bet might be new love. And then I just heard, okay, cool, new love. Let's pull on new love. So if Scorpio were to leave both of these old options out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, what is their new love prospects look like for them, please? Because you're still magnetic. You just have doors open for some people, right? Or at least one door open still for some people from the past. Let's talk about new love. The Seven of Wands. Are you really open to it? That's what I want to know. The Five of Pentacles again. I think you're still wanting this Pandora's box, this mystery person. How do you feel about this person? How does Scorpio still feel about this person? How does Scorpio still feel about this person if they're being completely honest with themselves and me? The Tower. That's, you're gonna, like, honestly, if you're like, okay, so Shawnee, this is some stuff I've already been thinking about in my head. I kind of know that you're telling the truth here. I really should leave the past behind because it's not really soul fulfilling. They're not going to all of a sudden have some epiphany about you. The epiphany that needs to be had is within your own mind. Let me leave the past behind for good, so that I don't block out any new love prospects. So let's say that Scorpio blocked out any and all old energy and had readied your vessel for new energy, because you look good, Scorpio. You're out there walking the streets and people are looking at you. If you feel like people are staring at you, they are. So let's say that you did an energetic cleanse and you readied your mind for new love. What would that look like for Scorpio on the other end of that? The Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. You can't. There's unfinished business over here first. You got unfinished business with somebody. So here's my question. What does Scorpio need to be concentrating on? If this person is walking away, what does Scorpio... Actually, let me find out. What's the biggest thing that's blocking Scorpio from this person right now? The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands came up over here too. So somebody feels like it's too much of a burden, and it has to be this person because of this Eight of Cups. So how can Scorpio cleanse out their energetic field so that they can stop blocking new love from coming their direction? How can Scorpio cleanse out their energetic field? The Knight of Pentacles. I got to pull more on that because you know that's a super slow moving knight. The World card. Believe that it will happen. Continue to have awareness. The World card. It's going to come to an end. The energy is going to feel less and less raw. But it's going to take some more time. Advice for Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio in this energy, please. The Page of Swords. Okay, listen, Scorpio. The only thing that is keeping you from realizing new love in your energy right now is because you're still energetically tied to another person. For the Scorpio with whom this whole thing made sense. It's not going to be for everybody. So the biggest thing for you is to try a different way of tackling it. Like completely new way of tackling it. Okay. And it could be, honestly, it could be coaching. It could be going to see like a pastor or a priest or a therapist or something like that. Or it could just be you wanting to tackle it again differently, like having enough self-awareness for you to be like, okay, no, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this up. I can't keep doing it the same way and expect a different result. So how was I viewing this connection before that I was leaving a door open? What is it that I feel, what void do I feel like I am not meeting in my life right now that I feel like this person could fulfill? And then how can I fulfill that void myself? Because true happiness starts with yourself. It's all of the stuff that we hear. It is real. Like happiness starts with you. If you are starting to outsource your energy to other people, that's when you lose your own energy. That's when you lose your own light. That's when you give other people power. And right now, you don't have all of your power. You've been working on doing it, and you've been doing an amazing job, but there's still a leakage towards this person. Hope that this person is going to come back. But what you're not realizing is that this person is not trying to come back into this connection. They feel you, yes, and you feel them. That's because there is a thread of energy that is still connected to the two of you guys, but their want is not to come back to this. They're avoiding even looking at this from a different perspective. If you're keeping hope alive that this person is going to change, is going to heal, is going to elevate, I'm not saying that this person isn't meant to, but some people aren't meant to. And if that is yet another thing that you needed, another piece of evidence, another sign from the universe that it's okay to let go, then there you go. It's okay to let go. But the biggest way that you're going to do this is to start telling yourself a different story. More of the truth, less of a fantasy. And then new love and romance can come into your life. So technically new love and romance can come into your life now because people are looking at you, but you're going to be attracting people with baggage because you still have some baggage from your past, because we attract who we are, right? And I saw the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands in here. The 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands is telling me that if you start a new relationship without getting over this old person or releasing any expectation that this old person might come back, then you're more likely to attract somebody who hasn't let go of their ex either, or is still in contact with their ex, and you don't want that. That's too many people in the pot. That's too many people in the house. All right. So just spend some time releasing this past person so that you can make sure that energetically you are ready for a new person. All right, Scorpio. Let's call in Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. Take this message or as it resonates, and don't force anything, okay? If this isn't your story, leave it and consider checking out your other placements, all right? For Sagittarius, is greatest and highest good. All right, for Sagittarius, greatest and highest good. Let's take a look at love for Sagittarius. Temperance, here you go. I am in my own energy, feeling myself. I got Beyonce, feeling my. Virgo could be significant for you, because isn't Beyonce a Virgo? I am feeling myself. I am filling my own cup. I am working on things that bring me joy, because it is for within those energies and me having complete control over those energies that I will call in or be connected to a person who is also valuing themselves highly like I value myself. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Yeah, I do feel some of you guys could be teaching or around kids a lot. Could be like a social worker or a counselor or something like that, a coach, a teacher. I said teacher, professor, something. With the Six of Pentacles here, like here's an adult like patting the person on the head, like you could do it. And sometimes the Page of Pentacles is like a student card or learning something. With a lot of Pentacles, your focus is on your money. You could be learning like how to invest. You could be taking like investment courses, savings. That's your Hermit, the Hermit, Virgo again. So I said Virgo earlier. Your focus is honestly on yourself. Like you've planted like a lot of seeds. Some of you guys are ready to cash in on something as well. You've been patient with yourself. Or this could be even retirement for some of you guys. But I want to know what you're telling me a lot about yourself, but I want to know what your love life looks like. So for romantic love for Sagittarius, please. Romantic love. The Magician, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. You're keeping it light, keeping it chill. Your love life isn't dead. But you're purposely not going too deep with this Magician. You're purposely not going too deep. There could be romance at the workplace for you. Somebody that you work with that you, when you guys tend to have, there might be looks across the table when you guys have, like at work, like googly eyes is what I'm getting. Tell me about this person that Sagittarius is connecting to. The thing you like about this person is that they seem stable, and that is what really works for you. The stability that this person is bringing to the table. Drinks could be significant. I know it's not going to be for all of you guys, but it could be like, hey, after work, you want to go get a drink? Or this is the person that you feel most confident or comfortable with when you guys are kind of like breaking bread or, going out to a bar or a sports bar even is what I'm getting. Change. Somebody's thinking about moving. Y'all could be thinking about moving with each other. Move is on the table. Change is on the table. Move is on the table. Because this guy's packing up this car to move. It's with furniture and suitcases and stuff. What's the energy of this person? What's the energy of this person that Sagittarius is connecting to, please, Spirit? Ghost. No contact, leaving behind. Leaving behind. Change and leaving behind. Why is this connection changing for Sagittarius? Why is this connection changing for Sagittarius? The Fool, a new chapter in life, the Ten of Pentacles. You might be leaving somebody, a connection behind, because for you, what's more important is peace and growth. Ten of Pentacles. When I pull on Sagittarius energy, I often get outside energy. It's all connected. So something about like your job, like that's more important. Or another big project that you're working on is more important right now. So you might be inconsistent with giving your energy to this person. You like this person, you definitely do, but there's this inconsistent energy here. And it's because you've got, other things that you're working on, other things that you're focusing on. You're trying to start something new or feed a new project. Even some of you guys are thinking about moving. So you kind of want to keep things kind of cordial because you don't know how long you're going to be in this current position or this current place. How does this Sagittarius, this person, feel about Sagittarius, please? The Seven of Cups. In and out, hot and cold. It just depends on the day. They don't ever really know what Sagittarius they're going to get. It's exciting, but then also, too, it's like, okay. Sometimes maybe your plans are changing. Maybe some days you want to move, some days you don't want to move. Some days you're busy with work, and other days you're talking to them all day. How does Sagittarius feel about this person, please, Spirit? How does Sagittarius feel about this person? Ooh, look at that. The Ten of Wands. You got a lot of stuff going on. You have a lot of stuff going on. You got you got this thing that's pulling on your interest, and then this thing, and then this thing, and then this thing, and it's like it's hard for you to sit still right now in this current energy. So that might be why this is coming up as a Seven of Cups. They don't ever know what Sagittarius they're going to get. Where is this connection headed for Sagittarius? Where is this connection headed for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? The Eight of Pentacles. I really do feel like somehow you like work with this person. Some more information on this. The Seven of Cups again twice. It's unsure. It all depends on you. What does this person want out of this connection with Sagittarius, please, Spirit? What does this person want out of this connection? The Four of Cups. They are honestly trying to lower their expectations because they don't know about the stability, about the longevity of this connection either. They really do like hanging out with you, but they can just tell that you are focused in other directions. And it all has to do with you and what you want to invest in. They're trying to make peace with your scattered energy right now. And I feel like this person is trying not to be a burden in your life. Let me get some advice for you. They want to be a steady energy for you, but it just really depends on when you call on them. Some advice for Sagittarius in their love life, please. The King of Swords. The King of Swords is a go-getter. He's a man or woman of action. So as advice, right now, the things that you are being called to invest in, potentially outside of love, it's like looking at your money, it's like a new project, it's like a hobby, it's like all of these things. Maybe that's where you're going to find some stability. At this point, maybe it's more about making a head over heart decision, because that stability could help you grow into a more authentic version of yourself. Essentially, it's like Spirit is saying, don't let this commitment get in the way of your forward momentum. Don't let commitment get in the way of your forward. Don't let anybody bring you down. You have goals, so keep on that same trajectory. It's for your greatest and highest good. But also the King of Swords is really like open about communication. Sometimes a little bit, Sagittarius. Sometimes a little too blunt and honest. But I mean, it's a communication. This person seems willing to work with you, Sagittarius, but you gotta keep that line of communication open and healthy for everyone's greatest and highest good. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. We're going to pull on your romantic love energy. Let me shuffle just a little bit for Capricorn. All right. Romantic love energy. The Strength card came out for you, Capricorn. It's the first card that came out in the Sagittarius reading. But I do feel like you're trying to tame and overcome right now. Trying to keep things cool, calm, and collected. Let's see for Capricorn. Romantic love, please, for Capricorn. And then some of you guys, okay, I got this card, 8 of Swords. Some of you guys might have pets and like a really, I don't know if you're going to like a dog park a lot lately, or you got something about, this is my home, this is my domain, and I'm just kind of, I'm hanging out with within my domain as well. The 8 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. There's this idea of like trying to protect your peace, because there's a lot of noise going on around you right now. The 5 of Pentacles for Capricorn, please. The Queen of Cups. There could be somebody that's wanting to come back, and you're really trying to do your best to energetically protect yourself so that they don't come and do what? From Capricorn's point of view, come and do what? The Death card. You're really hoping for the best for this person. Let me get, who is this Queen of Cups? You're really hoping for the best. I really hope you've changed. I really hope you're ready now. Something like that. The Queen of Cups, please, for Capricorn. Main male. Are you ready now? Have things changed? That's what I'm getting from you. What is this person's current energy right now that Capricorn is connected with? What is this person's current energy that Capricorn is connected with? Go on vacation. Run away in the sunset. They present, this person presents as somewhat like a little bit too spontaneous for your, and maybe even inconsistent for your energy, Capricorn. What is Capricorn's current energy? I get the Strength card, but give me some more on Capricorn's current energy, please, Spirit. Clown. Appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed. And that's why you're kind of staying in your own energy right now. Ashamed of what? What happened? What happened between... Why is Capricorn kind of almost like staying in the house, kind of shielding themselves? What happened between Capricorn and this person? The Ten of Wands. More to mention. What didn't happen, Shawnee? I don't even want to talk about it. That's what I'm getting. Let's not even go there. Why is this person presenting themselves in Capricorn's energy right now, please? Why is this person presenting themselves in Capricorn's energy? The Six of Pentacles. This could be somebody who's like wanting money from you. Why are you, like, it's almost like, why are you, oh God, I thought things were going to change, but apparently no. Either they want money from you or they want to come and vent to you, and it's just like, oh my gosh. They expect you to fix it, to be Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It. That's where I'm getting this immaturity from. Where is this connection going for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Where is this connection going for Capricorn? Somebody's going to block somebody. Somebody's going to stop talking to somebody, to be honest with you. The Two of Cups. You go to coffee with this person. The Four of Cups. The Three of Wands. The Seven of Cups. This is real in and out behavior. I feel like you invest in this person, you hope for the best, you invest in this person, y'all go to coffee, y'all go get drinks, and then it's like the past always shows up again. Nothing changes. You even have like these grand expectations. This person could live at a distance from you. Every time they come to town, it's like, oh my God. It's okay, all right, but I'll give you a chance because I hope things have changed. And then they haven't, and then you leave confused. I want to give you some advice. I want to know what does this person want? No, I already know what this person wants. They want you to keep investing in them. What do they have? What do they have going on in their life that they're constantly going towards Capricorn all the time? What do they have going on in their life? I saw the Five of Pentacles. The two, look, this is like a fake hangman, but it's the Two of Swords. This person deals with the Eight of Wands. This person deals with an inability to lead themselves, and since you're so grounded, Earth sign, since you're so grounded, they tend to lean on you. It's very much immature energy for guidance, and I feel like you're getting to a place where it's just like, oh no, I don't want it. So what advice can you get? I don't know if this is a romantic connection. It could be. What advice can I give Capricorn in this energy, please? Advice for Capricorn. The Hangman. You gotta learn to see this for what it is. You gotta learn to see the patterns. You gotta learn to see the behavior. You gotta learn how this person is positioning you and titling you in their life. Like if this is a romantic connection and it seems like you're the caregiver of this person, you gotta open up to seeing that. Otherwise, it's going to keep being you sitting in your house, enjoying your own energy, maybe your pets or whatever it is. And then this person keeps coming back and this person keeps coming back and disturbing the peace. The Hangman, it's uncomfortable, but it is a must for you to be able to see it from a different perspective. And we're not, as adults, here to help raise other adults. I mean, unless this is a child, but even then, people have to learn to make their own mistakes. 58 on the clock as I say that, to make their own decisions for themselves. It's almost like I saw this one. I'm not saying this is you, but it might resonate because I'm bringing it up. But I saw this one guy on Instagram that was like, I don't care how old I am. If I call my mom and say she don't like it, then I'm not gonna do it. But this person was like well into their 20s. So I don't know. this is reading for somebody. So you guys take it, the Hangman, as your advice, okay? All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Welcome to Infinite Light, Aquarius. I'm going to be taking a look at your love life. Oh, the Devil card just popped out. Oh, the Seven of Wands. Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise. Okay, tell me more. For Aquarius's greatest and highest good, tell me about Aquarius's love life right now, please, Spirit. The Ace of Swords, trouble in paradise. When the Ace of Swords comes out right after I say something, that means Spirit is backing me up. That's the truth, is what that means. The Death card, the Magician card, and then the Knight of Cups. But like somebody's really determined to kind of like change it around. Somebody's really determined to change it around. Somebody in this connection is saying, okay, things have not been good, but if I just like, if I come and I come correct and I come with an open heart and an open mind, if I come with a slight bit of vulnerability, then maybe I can fix this. You know, it could have been like a rift or a tiff. It could have been an argument between you and your person, Aquarius, recently. And you're just like, oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do this differently this time. Or somebody's like, you know, something's got to change. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Who's this person that Aquarius is connecting to, please, Spirit? Main male. Let's see a little bit more about this for Aquarius. Tell me about this main male person. That's too many cards, guys. It's a whole bunch of cards. Okay. Tell me, the cards are really wanting to speak for you, Aquarius. Who is this main male person that Aquarius is connecting to? The King of Cups. Main male, main female, but either way, you're connecting to somebody who, at one point in time, they were really I keep getting called to this water and this cup that this guy is holding. So I don't know if somebody's been recently drinking or something, or thinking about drinking, but that's coming up. The person that you're dealing with, Capricorn, could struggle with sobriety, but it's this one person that you are focused on with this main male. It's one person that you are focused on that you really, really, really want to, or they really, really, really want to bring like emotional stability. Like they don't want things to go haywire anymore. They want things to just be calm and chill. No upheaval of emotions. No emotional manipulation, none of that. They just want things to be calm and chill. Aquarius's person's current energy, please. Evidence. Law enforcement. There could have been a current. Can you look at the chains? There's chains in both of these, right? He's got on handcuffs with chains, and the devil always has people attached to something toxic with chains. There could have been something recently that just, and it could have somebody drinking involved. It could have been like a night, things were supposed to be cool, y'all were supposed to be chilling, y'all had a couple of drinks, and then boom, an uproar of something. But yet again, your person still wants to come in with this Knight of Cups and be like, no, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna find stability here. How does this person feel? How does this Aquarius person feel about Aquarius, please? The Queen of Cups. The King and Queen of Cups. I feel like the King and Queen of Cups here. Okay? This person feels like you are their person. You are their match. You'll have things in common. For them, it's more like we just need to learn how to chill. How does Aquarius feel about their person if they were being... Too many cards, guys. How does Aquarius feel about their person if they're being completely honest with themselves? The nine of Swords. I don't... Like, this connection really stresses you out. Sobriety is definitely something here. So y'all could have come together when I said that y'all have... maybe y'all didn't come together for drinks. Maybe y'all just came together and there was a rift, and then somebody thought, how do I normally handle these issues? I handle them from drinking, and so we're trying to not get triggered so we don't fall into old habits. Y'all could have met at some sobriety meeting, or that's something that brought y'all together. And for others of you guys, you haven't reached sobriety yet. There's still drinking is a part of it. But anxiety, it brings you anxiety. Why does it bring you anxiety? Aquarius, the Chariot. It all happened too fast. It all happened too fast. You might have jumped in the bed with this person before you actually really knew them. And now, poof, you're in a relationship with them, right? Where's this connection heading for Aquarius? Where's this relationship heading? The Five of Wands. How can we prevent the Five of Wands from happening? How can Aquarius prevent the Five of Wands from happening? Because it's a lot of fighting in the house. Because there's demons that are being fought in here. So then it's projecting between you and your person. The Hangman. You just got to see it for what it is. Not just got to see it for what it is, but this card says avoiding the 12 at the bottom. And usually that means like avoiding like the police, like running away from like the police. And it could be like the energetic police, not real police. But then avoiding the 12, this is the advice. This is the 12th card. This is the Hangman card. Synchronicity here. Confirmation here. Stop avoiding looking at this for what it really is. Easier said than done, I know. But that's your advice. You gotta learn to stop avoiding. If this person is triggering you and you're trying to stay sober, then that's a tell right there. If you are sober and this person isn't sober, then it's like, you're gonna have to use your own discernment. Let me know. I mean, you don't have to let me know. If that's your story, that's your story. But your advice is the Hangman. Like, really be honest with yourself about what this connection really is and if it's healthy for you. Because at the end of the day, that's all I care about is you. Is it healthy for you? All right, Aquarius, let's move on to Pisces. Pisces. All right, Pisces, welcome to Infinite Light. Take this message if and as it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it for somebody else and consider taking a look at your other placements. All right, we're taking a look at romantic love for Pisces, please, Spirit. Romantic love for Pisces. The Three of Cups. Let's just go hang out. Come and knock on my door. Somebody's waiting for you. Three of Cups. Three's company. Uh-oh. The Queen of Swords. I said uh-oh because the Five of Wands. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's wanting to work something out with you. And it could be somebody that originally tried to start having a connection with you while they were connected with something or somebody else. Let me get a Kipper card, who this person is. The Queen of Swords. You are trying not to fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice, shame on me. You're trying not to be fooled again. Who is this person that is coming up in this Pisces love reading? Who is this person? Message. That came up with Taurus. So I don't know if this is a Taurus. I don't even know if you know who this person is or if they've got their eyes on you, if they're wanting to come towards you. I don't know if you know about that. Let me get another Kipper card for this person. Mature man. Male or female, mature man just comes up as you know, this could be a long distance sort of thing, because I see this person looking at this globe here. I'm getting air off of this person, and it could be them trying to figure out how to communicate with you, or they could have a strong air placement. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Tell me about this Five of Wands for Aquarius. For Pisces. Tell me about this Five of Wands for Pisces, please. Their romantic love. The Three of Wands. I said long distance, right? Three of Wands. So is this Five of Wands dealing with the Pisces, or is this Five of Wands dealing with somebody else? Yes or no? Is this Five of Wands is the person's issue with the Pisces? Yes or no? Is the person's issue with the Pisces? The Three of Swords. Yes. 3 and 3. 3 and 3 and 5. 11. Could be significant. The Lovers. Pisces, this is old energy, yes, but this looks like somebody who wants to come and talk to you about why they didn't choose you, or you didn't choose them. The Lovers. The Two of Wands. A conversation about have you decided to invest in them or not? Are you open to investing in them? Because you're investing in yourself right now. That's what the Queen of Pentacles does. But are you open to investing in them? And I don't think you're going to see this coming, other than me talking to you about this in this tarot reading, because you're busy working on stuff. You've got projects that you're working on. Reconciliation is what's on the table. What is this person's current energy as I'm pulling this? What is this person's current energy? Not towards Pisces, but within themselves. What is this person's current energy, please, Spirit? Air sign, I called it. Thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. Do I reach out? Do I message this person? Look, they got the Queen of Swords. They got the message card, and they got, as their current energy, they got the air. What is Pisces' current energy right now? I see the Eight of Pentacles for you, but what's your current energy? Like, you're just minding your own business. Let's just be honest. You're just minding your own business. Let's be honest. Guard it. 12:12 on the clock. How does this person feel about the Pisces, please, Spirit? If they're being completely honest with themselves and me. How does this person feel about the Pisces, please? Want to talk to you. Eight of Wands. How is Pisces going to feel about this person trying to have a talk with them? How is the Pisces going to feel about this person trying to have a talk with them? Oh, this is Eight of Cups. Sorry. Eight of Cups. Eight of Wands is here. So somebody's going to tell you that they've moved on from something in order to come towards you. And you're going to accept the initial communication at least. And then where is this connection projected to go between Pisces and this person? Where is this connection projected to go? The Eight of Cups. Move on from what? The Sun card. The Nine of Pentacles. And then so I feel like before this Capricorn's almost over. Capricorn season really played a huge role in this. It's something about the work that you've done on yourself with this Devil card down here. I feel like there's somebody that's going to come towards you, and they're going to tell you that they have left something else behind, and they're going to wonder if you'd be open to maybe investing in them, like giving them some time, maybe having another go at it with this Three of Cups, maybe going out to eat or having drinks with them or reconciling with them, because that's the biggest energy of potential reconciliation from somebody from your past. And I feel like you're really doing your utmost best to protect yourself, but you are open to having communication from this person. It might literally come out of nowhere. You might get like a phone call from an unknown number and you pick it up and they're like, hello, Pisces. And you're like, oh, so-and-so, I haven't heard from you in a while. But I feel like this might help give this person some sort of closure. I don't see you investing in this person other than maybe your time and lending them an ear, helping them get something off of their chest. And they might say, hey, you know, I still love you. And then your response, according to these cards, might be like, well, I always have love for you too, but I'm working on myself. And I really don't want to deal with somebody who's just recently come out of something raw. Because that's no bueno. That's what I'm getting. Somebody from your past. Let's see if I can get you some advice. I feel like you've already got it figured out, but I still want to give you some advice in this energy. Or just in general. Let's just do some general advice for Pisces, please, Spirit. General advice. Look, the Queen of Swords. She's come out twice. Keep going in the direction that you're going, staying in your own authenticity and your own truth. You know, just because somebody from your past comes back and still has love in their heart and you still have love in your heart doesn't mean that you're supposed to reconcile with that person and invest back in that person. If anything, the Queen of Swords isn't the married person, it's the person who stays driven and motivated towards his or her goals. So keep on the same track that you're on. Don't let this person derail you in any way, shape, or form. I don't think you are. Stand in your energy. All right, Pisces. I hope this helped. I love you guys so very much. See you next time. Bye.